And so the fact that the game is mostly won through strategy and not aim, does that apply to every character or just some?
Oh, well, that you are saying it. Actually, there are some characters that you must have aim with, like Widow maybe.
Could someone else experience through multiple games, and they came to the conclusion that, oh yeah, it's mostly about aiming? Could someone have that kind of experience and therefore be wrong?
I'm actually I'm starting to doubt actually.
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
نضحك على بعض. You're Arabic, right?
Nope.
You're not?
Do I sound Arabic?
Yeah.
That's the first time I'm hearing of it. No, sorry, I don't speak a word. Maybe one or two words.
Yeah, how are you, dude?
Yeah, I'm pretty fine.
What's this game mode?
It's not really game mode. It's more about having a talk with the community. I'm
Hey,
trying
cool.
to, yeah, I'm trying to help the community have better better reasons for what they believe, like taking a second look and all those things that seem very obvious, but sometimes
Mm.
maybe aren't very true. So it's not a debate. It's like a cool little talk, which I might post on YouTube if it goes well, to just chill and like test if
You'll post it on YouTube.
yeah, I might.
Okay, $10.
You want $10 to be on YouTube?
If you give me $10, I accept.
I don't have enough revenue from the YouTube channel yet.
I'm joking.
For me to do that.
I'm joking, dude. I'm joking.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Do you want to give it a try?
Yeah, sure.
So it's pretty asymmetrical. I'm going to ask you questions about some topic that you get to choose, and I'll gently test how good your reasons are, and why you believe the things you believe. So it might
Okay.
be a bit obvious sometimes, or maybe actually hard to imagine. You'll see. If at any point you want to stop, you don't like it, or you want me to not put it on YouTube, you tell me, and I won't. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Let's get going. Can you think of something about the game that you're very convinced is true? Something that changes how you play, or maybe what you say to other players? Something you care about? Something you would want other people to believe?
You know, I want you like to get more specific. I like speak on like anything at all.
Yeah, it can be pretty much anything at all. Just something you think is true. If you don't have any idea, I can try to have a few things I can do to
I
help you
do.
find a subject.
I do. And it's um how someone can be good at the game.
Yeah, sure. You want to
Uh,
talk about how we can tell?
yeah, yeah. So this game is like 90% strategy and maybe 9% luck for the teammates you get, and 1% your aim.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, this is what I believe. So someone can be like Amber, Grandmaster, with, you know, an average aim.
Okay, I see.
That's
You
what
want
I
to talk
think,
about
yeah.
that?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, okay. So I'll try to rephrase many times, and my point is not to strawman you. So if I'm saying something that is not what you think, or it's close enough but not exactly, don't be afraid to correct me. I just want to understand what you believe, not my own take on it. So you think
Okay.
this game, as far as winning is concerned, is mostly strategy, about 90%, and a little of luck, and very little about aiming. Is that correct? You still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
How sure are you about this?
well, to be frank, not an original idea from me. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Someone convinced me with it. And
Okay.
I'm totally convinced with it.
So like 100%?
I can even see it. Yeah, I can see it myself playing the game.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So if you're 100% convinced of this, you must have pretty good reasons. Is it because of that person that convinced you? Can you remember
Uh,
how they convinced you?
well, he just said the thing,
What
and I just started thinking about it. Yeah.
do you remember what it was?
Hey.
Do you remember what it was? The thing they said that helped to convince you?
Oh, yeah. You mean what they talked about?
Whatever it is that convinced you. If I understand right,
It was
before you talked with that
Yeah. It
person.
was literally
Yeah.
after a game they had. So
Ah, it was another player playing with you.
yeah. Yeah.
And what did they say? Did they say? Do you remember? Did they just say that's the case, or did they give a reason? If I'm not clear,
Well,
don't be afraid to ask me to rephrase.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm I'm a bit new to the Overwatch community. I
Oh,
just started with Overwatch 2. But
oh,
that
okay,
player
nice.
is like a veteran player.
Okay, so well, first of all, welcome.
He's actually a pro. Yeah,
A pro, really?
thank you. Yeah, he's a pro player, yeah. He
What's
plays in the Saudi League. Do you know the Saudi League?
I don't follow much the pro scene, but I've
Yeah,
seen
well,
the
he's a pro player,
the
yeah.
tags. Oh yeah, nice. You know pro players. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Should help. Okay, so did that person just tell you that's how it works, or did they give a reason why it works? Like, it's not just is it just trust me, bro, or is there actually a reason why
No,
it's a
no,
strategy?
no, bro. It's literally he was like streaming the game on like Discord.
Hmm.
So I was seeing what's happening. Uh, his teammates. I mean, I don't really know if I can say that, but
Yeah, you can.
you know, let's say some support players are, yeah, kinda aimless, if I can say.
Yeah, I can see that.
And they're still like grandmasters and all of that stuff. Those were like his teammates.
I'm not sure I understand. Some people have bad aim, some super players, and so.
Yeah. So he was playing the game, streaming it on Discord. Uh, Told me that his teammates, like, I'm way lower rank than he is, obviously. So his teammates, aren't that, you know, that laser aim,
His teammates
as
had good aim.
they, no, they don't have like a good aim, as you would think, uh, Grandmaster
Oh, I
player would
see.
have.
I get it.
You
He
know?
was playing in a high rank match, and his teammates did not have
Yeah,
the amazing aim you could have thought they would have.
yeah.
Is that everything? Okay, I get it. Uh,
Yeah.
is that what convinced you? Because you've seen people with
Yeah.
not such a great aim in high ranked, and therefore you know it's mostly
Mm,
strategy.
And not just that, me playing the game, my whole mindset has changed 180 degrees.
Because of that.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
actually started winning games.
you what?
started winning games.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
So some high rank players told you, and you've seen yourself. Not all high rank players have very good aim, and you
Yeah.
started to enact this in your own games, and now. So I'm assuming you don't yourself have exceptional aim. Tell me if I got it wrong.
Say again?
Do you yourself in your games have a good or bad aim?
Oh, I'm lower than average player.
All right, okay. And despite that, you win somewhat well
Yeah,
in
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. How does that
I
relate?
mean,
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Keep going.
yeah. I mean, there are like players that play like aimless characters. Like, you can say Reinhardt or Moira, you know, these characters. They are like imps or
Are
grand.
are you saying it depends
Yeah.
on the character? It might not be true for
No,
everyone.
no, no. No, I'm saying there are like aimless characters. Literally like Moira. There is a guy called, I think Eric's something, if you know him.
No.
You know him.
No. I don't.
I
I don't
think
know
he's
that.
a famous guy
Okay.
that plays Moira.
I'll check it out. And so the fact that the game is mostly won through strategy and not aim, does that apply to every character or just some?
Oh, well, that you are saying it. Actually, there are some characters that you must have aim with, like Widow maybe. I'm
Okay.
thinking like 90% of the. I mean, I don't play Widow, but I think 90% of the characters apply to what I said.
Okay, so there are some exceptions like Widow, but most of the time it's not about aiming. It's about a
Yeah,
strategy. Okay.
yeah.
How does the fact that you don't need aim means it is strategy? Like we've given a few reasons why it's not about aiming, like you've seen it yourself and in games and your own games. But why does that mean it must be strategy then?
Um, that's the game. That's how it is. Uh, there are abilities. There are, the maps are different. You can utilize the maps uh, against your enemy. You start thinking about it. But, you know, let's say someone is there on like a low ground.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good aim, but I'm on a high ground. I have some sort of an advantage on him. He doesn't strategize his play. He just brain aim. That's it. You know,
So you're saying
he wouldn't
despite
win.
the difference in aim, you would be at an advantage because of positioning on the map?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you meant when you said strategy? Does it mean map positioning?
Positioning, thinking of the next move. Uh, everything.
Okay, seems complex. Okay, I'll try to think of another good question.
Yeah.
Is it possible with good enough aim to overcome that difference in strategy?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, we said with good strategy and positioning, you can still win despite the other player having better aim than you. Is it possible
Yeah,
for such a good aim to exist?
it
Then
is. It
it
is.
still doesn't work. Like, can it overcome the positioning?
If they try to like work their brain a little bit, then yes.
What do you mean?
But other than that, I mean, the player that doesn't have like good aim, or let's say he's like on a, let's say he doesn't have a good aim. The other player, if he doesn't know how to strategize his plays, he will lose 100%. I actually played with a couple of guys that came from like Valorant or CSGO, these games that depend solely on aim. When they played Overwatch with me, they would pick like Cassidy, Soldier, you know.
Are you saying
They
that?
will still have like a negative KD.
Okay. Are you
They
saying
are
that
like,
some?
I
Sorry.
don't know what's the highest rank in Valorant, but they're like amongst the good players in that game.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, some other games don't rely as much on the strategy, but mostly on aiming. And you have some friends that
Oh, no, no,
come
no,
from.
no,
No.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
No, 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 no. Well, I think I exaggerated a little bit.
That's okay. Tell me about it.
Um, yeah, so they still like depend on aim a lot, but there is some strategy in it as well.
Okay. So you know of other games similar to Overwatch that have the same
Hey?
not maybe the same rules. No, it's not the right word, but similar enough to Overwatch.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Why 90%? How do how can you tell that it's mostly about strategy? What if it was the other way around, or just 50-50? What if it was not such a big deal?
uh,
Do you have a way to tell?
well, it's uh, not an exact number, you know.
Yeah,
I
sure.
didn't have like some kind of measuring machine to measure that, but just putting numbers out there. From what I like experienced myself.
Yeah, I get it. It's more of a feeling, maybe. Like it feels like 90%.
Oh, well, you can say that, yeah.
Should we be 100% certain of things when it feels a certain way? Just because that's how it feels?
Oh, I don't think anyone can be like 100% sure about anything
Okay,
in life.
sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
Do you think doubt is a good thing? We should leave room for checking if
say
maybe.
again.
Do you think doubting is a good thing? Like not being
Uh,
ever always completely sure, leaving some room for doubt.
well, doubting should eventually lead you to, let's say, a better situation.
Okay, why so?
Um,
It's not even about
why would you
the.
have like,
Okay,
no,
keep
no,
going.
why would you have like an ideology you stick with blindly without like doubting it? You don't know, maybe there is something better in life than whatever you're believing in it.
Okay, I get it. You don't
No?
want to miss on something that you might not know yet, so you want to keep that
Yeah.
little bit of doubt. Okay.
Maybe you think you're on the right path while you're just wasting your time.
Okay, I see. It's not even about Overwatch anymore. It's about
That's
epistemology and
deep, bro.
philosophy. Yeah. Well, that's
Uh,
usually how it goes. I want
yeah.
people to think about not just the game, but how they think. It's called epistemology. It's the philosophy of how you know what you know, and should you know, and is it reasonable
Uh,
to doubt, and could you be wrong? Would you want to know if you were wrong? That's another good question. If actually
yeah.
it wasn't 90% strategy, but it's what mostly aiming or maybe mostly something else, would you want to know?
Mm. I would, uh,
Yes.
but I mean, how? That's what I experienced myself. Uh, that the game, like a little bit of luck, a little bit of aim, and a lot of strategy. That's how I'm seeing it right now.
Okay.
You know?
Do you think we can experience something and still be wrong? Could someone like could someone else experience through multiple games and they came to the conclusion that oh yeah it's mostly about aiming. Could someone have that kind of experience and therefore be wrong?
I'm actually I'm starting to doubt actually.
Well, doubt is a good thing, so yeah, think about it.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I mean, yeah, they could have like a different experience, you know? Like I don't know, they're playing with like good players. They're not even thinking about it. Maybe I'm still right, but their experience wasn't complete, you know?
Yeah, I understand. All right, I think we should stop here. Maybe one or two last question.
Oh,
Unless you want to keep going. Um,
yeah, sure.
it's a good thing to usually uh, give some time to think about it on your own and not overwhelm you with questions all at once. And we can talk about it
That's okay, bro.
another time after a few weeks of thinking, if you want, if you have any
Yeah.
money. So you were 100% convinced of this because a pro convinced you of this, and because of your personal experience, even though someone else could use their personal experience and get to a wrong conclusion. Like it's mostly about aiming. It's not exactly like an exact science with the numbers. It's more of a feeling, and
Mm.
it does maybe some exceptions, like the heroes. Does not always apply to everyone. And if I recall correctly, the level of aim and strategy itself is important in the results of the fight.
Yeah.
Is that a fair rephrase of your position?
Yeah. I think that's how it is, yeah.
Okay. Are you still 100% sure of this?
Bro. I mean, as I said, you can't be sure 100% about anything. But what do I have else? You know? So
Maybe.
I'll still think about that. It's the right thing until I'm proving wrong. I'm proved wrong, you know?
Okay. I would love to get into that with you. Uh,
Yeah.
but I'm afraid I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff. Um, okay. Have you um, your turn. Do you have any questions for me?
Um, what's your channel's name?
I haven't created it yet. You're one of the first few videos I'm making. I don't want to just put up one video. I want
Oh,
a few before I actually post them all at once. But it will probably be something like Overwatch Epistemology.
oh. I love that kind of content.
But
That isn't like exactly about the game, you know?
yeah, no, but it's important because it influences how we do about the game, and well, you and other
Mm.
people might be my teammates sometimes, and if they think it's mostly about aiming and not about strategy, they will not think about the strategy because that's what they believe. And on the other side, if you think it's mostly about strategy and not about other things, maybe you won't do the other things, and who knows? Maybe you're wrong about this, or maybe you won't train your aim because you think it doesn't matter. Maybe you won't play some characters because, I mean, you see what I'm going. It influences our actions. All right, well, I hope you've learned something, or at least considered some point of views. I always want to leave my interlocutors with more than what they've started. At least something to think about.
Actually, that it's something I do believe in. That you cannot be sure 100% about like anything. Sometimes you just forget, like, I mean, there are things like you do believe in blindly and you don't even think about it,
Do you think
mostly
we should?
like silly stuff. Hey?
Do you think we should think about it?
I mean, I think it's something like an instinct or something. Because we do it like without even thinking. I mean, if a car comes to you, let's say a car comes to you, directly to you, and you are in the middle of the road, what are you going to do? Are you going to doubt that the car is coming to you?
I'm not sure.
you will jump away. Yeah, you'll jump away.
I think I would jump away because I've thought about this way before, and I've had a lot of experiences with cars and metal and.
Yeah, you see experience.
Yeah, exactly. But if I was wrong
I think
about
there
this,
are things like that.
okay, so it's not really.
You don't want to be wrong about this because you will die.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's one of the reasons. Well, at least in Overwatch, you don't really die, but yeah, it's why I want to know whatever is true. So let's say somehow the cars don't run you over. You can just go through them like a ghost. I would want to know that, and it would change everything because.
I think it's a possibility.
I don't think so. Yeah, no, not yet. But for the same reason as before, I wouldn't want either to be 100% sure of everything. Like I could be misled, and if every time I jump away because I'm convinced, I won't test if it's actually true. Like obviously I'm not going to stand still. I will dodge the car, but I would test it some other way, like maybe touching a car that's not moving or going slowly. Not any dangerous tests, but if it's a metaphor and every time I'm just dodging the car, which means not actually putting it to the test, and it's wrong, I will never know I'm wrong. That's why I don't want to be 100%, and I want to test. I want a way to test. And sometimes I think we believe things just because we don't have a test. Someone told us.
Well,
see what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's now a matter of just believing. Now, everything that humans like invented or discovered, they told us about it. So now you're just believing in science. So.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. Do you want to keep going? I think we should stop here.
Yeah, sure.
You actually want me to keep going? Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I would also love to talk to you about it, or just philosophy, or another topic, whatever, another time, if you want time to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well,
I can add you as a friend, and that's usually the best way it works. Oh, by the way, you said you like this kind of talk. You're going to love what I'm doing. It's not just me. It's an entire community. It's called Street Epistemology. I'll write to you in chat.
Okay.
You're on my team, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm doing. That's a cordial talk about our epistemology and how we think about belief and being certain and how we know, and if that's a good reason, if someone else could use the same reasons for something false, and do we value truth? All those kind of questions. And it's really cool. You see some people just thinking about things for the first time, or just giving the interviewer something they never thought about. Like I don't know if you've noticed, but I've tried not to put my bias, my own views on the topic into the conversation.
Yeah.
And maybe I disagree with stuff you believe, and the reason you were convinced maybe is actually a very good reason that I never heard before. And I will be convinced, maybe after a few weeks of thinking about it, but it might change things for me too. And it's really amazing to see. I encourage you to watch a few videos, maybe try it yourself on friends, on strangers, on your family, on yourself. It works too. There's no debate, there's no bad feelings and toxicity.
Yeah, it's just thinking about how things are for real.
And we never really take the time to talk and think about these things, even though they are very important. Like you said, if I have bad way of thinking, well, maybe I'm just going to get run over by a car, or lose my games in Overwatch, or be a dick to everyone.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you more story. I'm living as a foreigner in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the culture is like completely different from my country.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. There is this guy that drives me to my place like 4 times a week. We do talk about a lot of philosophy, you know?
Nice.
So yeah, me speaking as like a Muslim, and he is speaking as an agnostic. So yeah, every time is it's a really fun experience.
You talk about like yeah, it's really cool. I really love when people are about to talk about especially sensitive or political or religious topics, like stuff that's not easy and very divisive, usually.
Yeah.
Without yelling at each other, insulting, etc. So it's really cool. You have colleagues. I think that they would like a street epistemology as well, if you want to check out and maybe show them.
Oh yeah. I'll show them for sure, bro. I mean, I'll do my research of
And
my
it can be
first
about
time seeing it.
any topic. You will see. There's actually a lot of videos about religion and agnosticism and should we be 100% and stuff like this. That's one of the reasons why I'm taking it to Overwatch. So we have a bit of variety, but it can be about really any topic. What do you think about the political issue, about karma, about are t-shirts better than sweaters? I don't know. Whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
What you're afraid of? Why do you like some person or some dish or pets? I don't know. Whatever. You can get some really cool. Oh, Marvel versus DC. That's some good convo about this too. And you can really get some I don't know, fun experience and a real reflection. Not just saying I'm right or wrong, but actually questioning if you are right, and most especially why you are right, and should we be 100% stuff we talked about.
There is a book that I read, philosophy. It's more or less the same. Called epistemology.
The same what? Sorry.
Epistemology.
The same word.
Okay. It's more or less. Yeah. So, let me just.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Give me a second. Sophistry.
Hmm.
You know sophistry?
I've heard the term before. I'm not exactly sure what it means. I think it's
Uh,
not like a bad philosophy or something, like nothing much.
it is. It is a bad. It's actually something stupid. Actually, it's like a waste of your calories using your brain. You shouldn't waste your calories like that.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. uh, it's like there was like a scholar, a Greek. I think he was a Greek scholar. He would like just send his uh, pupils to people to just let them doubt for the sole reason of doubting. That's all.
Sounds like Socrates, maybe.
I don't know actually. Not really sure.
Yeah, okay,
But yeah.
that's some cool stuff to do. Maybe I should try it myself sometimes. All right, I have to know. But
Mm.
one thing you said earlier. Um, you said you correct me if I misheard, but you said you believed this and maybe other things until proven wrong. Did I hear it correctly?
Yes, for one reason, because there is nothing else. Or let's say there is nothing better.
Okay, it's the best you found so far. So you believe it until someone proves you wrong.
Not necessarily someone. Maybe I prove myself wrong.
Yeah. Well, someone you included. Do you think
Yeah.
that's a good way to go about our beliefs? To start by believing and wait until it's proven wrong? Or
Well,
do you think
I,
about the
I
opposite?
well I think as I said before, either way you are believing in something. So yeah.
Do you always have a belief about any topic? Is it possible to just say, I don't know? I don't know either way?
About anything at all?
About, about,
Everything?
about whatever topic, like
Uh,
maybe about the strategy versus aiming or anything else.
oh.
Like you seem to say, you
Um.
always have, you always believe either way. It is what I heard.
Um.
Is it possible to not have an opinion on a topic?
Maybe if you don't play Overwatch. I think if you have an experience, you must have an opinion.
Okay, I see. Does
Yeah.
it have to be a strong opinion? Like, could you have one experience and be a little convinced, like slightly pushing towards one direction over the other, but not really having too much faith in it? Like your first
Um.
game on Overwatch, yeah, for example. Tell me if I need to rephrase.
Uh, I'm a little burned.
Yeah, it's okay.
Rephrase it again. Okay, say it again.
You said you're going to have a belief on whatever topic once you have the experience, but I'm wondering uh, if it needs to be, if it's always going to be a strong feeling about it, a strong conviction. Could you just like have one game in Overwatch? You experience something, so maybe you think it's about aiming or about strategy or something else, but you just have
Oh,
one game, so
we
you don't
will.
put much stock into it.
Yeah. So, I can say like your question is where is the experience end? Is it like one game or 10 games or 100 games or just someone telling you about something? That's an experience as well. So that's your question, right?
That's part of it, yes. I wanted to check if it's possible to be like is it possible to be 10% convinced about something, or to not have an
I
opinion at
think
all?
I think it's an experience matter. You have more experience, you should be like more convinced of it.
Okay, so the more experiences, the more convinced you should be, and therefore the opposite
Yeah.
would be true. The fewer experiences, the less convinced you should be. Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like it's something gradual. You gain more and more confidence, the more evidence or the more reasons you have to believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that
Uh,
mean?
yeah.
Because it seems, if I heard correctly, that you don't believe at first. You're not convinced, and the more and more you see evidence and reasons to believe, you become more and more confident, which means you seem to not believe until you're proven right, and not start believing until you're proven wrong. Do you think one is better
No.
than the other?
I no. I think it's still experience. You don't have experience. You don't even know what you should like do, what you need to believe in. Still don't have experience.
If you don't know experience, you don't know yet. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. But no, I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to rephrase maybe. Do you think we should?
Again?
Do you think we should believe until proven wrong, or withhold belief until proven right?
Um.
I can give you examples
No.
choose.
I'm thinking about it. Um.
Take your time. All I want is you to think. So it's not like you have
Yeah.
30 seconds to answer.
Yeah. Can you give me an example so
Yeah.
I don't understand you wrong?
Um, should someone believe that Overwatch is mostly about aiming until someone proves them that it isn't? Or should someone say, well, I don't know what Overwatch is mostly about until I see a reason to see that it's about aiming or anything else? Should you start with the belief and
Okay.
wait for others
Yeah.
to prove us wrong?
I think it could be like depending. It depends on your like experience. Could be either way. Uh. So uh, let's say I'm like Plat, okay,
Mhm.
and started to believe that could like strategize my games more.
Okay.
After a month, I'm now let's say master. Another guy says like not really about aim. It's about sorry, not not about strategy, about aim. So um
Maybe I can give you a very obvious, concrete example, which would help. A very stupid example. Like someone is new to Overwatch. For some reason, they decided to believe that winning is mostly about your username. How many characters are in the username, maybe? Do you think it's a good thing that they start by believing this until someone else or themselves can prove it wrong? Do you think it's a good idea to start by believing something and wait for the disproving to happen?
um okay. So why would they believe that?
Does it matter? They just start by believing it. They just say, well, prove me wrong. And maybe
No, I
you've only
mean, did they have? I mean, did they have like an experience?
maybe one game, the winning team had longer usernames. So they start by believing it, and they wait for someone else to prove it wrong. Do you think that's a good way to go about
Okay.
beliefs? On the
So
other hand, someone heard about this idea of username, and they say, Well, I won't start by believing it. I'm going to wait until someone proves it's really about the usernames. In the meantime,
I mean,
I'm just going to say I don't
it
know.
could be. It's actually a good example. It could be about the username. Maybe the other teammates, the enemy team, will just press tab to read like your name and will
And
waste time and
and text
eventually
on
lose.
the best strategy ever.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it
Maybe
could
there's
be like that.
a bug in the Blizzard servers, and
Yeah,
it gives you auto aim or something.
yeah. So, so should they start with believing or doubting?
Yeah, should we start believing and then wait for someone to prove it's wrong, or even yourself, or should we start by withholding belief, not being sure, like doubting, and waiting until someone else or yourself proves it right?
Um,
What do you think of the
I
two is
think
the most reasonable?
it's okay. Let's say in life, everyone could take like the two routes.
What?
Like start believing in something stupid. Eventually, someone tells them that it's wrong. Someone else, like as you said, they they don't. They do the opposite. So I think it's either way, but uh, eventually it returns to the experience. That
Okay,
guy eventually will know that his stupid username will not give him wins.
okay. See, I think you're saying it really doesn't matter because you might start one way or the other, but in the end, it's your experience that's going to determine how you end up,
Yeah,
no matter where you started.
yeah, yeah.
What if they don't have experience? Since they start believing, won't they be stuck in believing it until they have those experiences? Maybe they don't have a way to have those experiences. Like they don't have a PC or
Well,
the
they
servers are
they
closed.
could like they could like be proved wrong in other ways.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Maybe someone will talk to them in a logical way, telling them that your name doesn't make your aim better. You know.
Right.
Uh,
What I'm saying is that because and this is my take on it this time. Um,
yeah.
if you start believing it and then wait for others to prove you wrong, um, you might not have those ways available. And sure, there can be other ways, but maybe they too are difficult to have. And the point is, you in the meantime, you will be stuck believing something that is possibly false. And like we said before, you will act on it. It will. So it depends on the belief, obviously, but in Overwatch, it might change how you play or who you pick or how you treat your teammates. In real life, it might have much bigger consequences on everyone else. Like let's say you're a politician or you have a nuclear bomb or something. You can have or just driving in a car. What you do and what you believe can have big consequences. So it it would worry me a little if someone started by believing, because they might take wrong decisions based on a false belief until they have those experiences. And also, we've seen the experiences can be wrong.
They say that guy with the politician with the nuclear bomb. He does believe that if he pressed that button, the nuclear bomb will
He's going to make kittens.
go. Yes. So he does believe that. There are things that people do believe.
Well, sometimes it's more subtle. I hope.
Uh, hey, say again.
Sometimes the consequence might be more subtle. At least I hope more subtle than the
Uh,
exploding a life on the planet.
oh yeah. Well, should be kittens.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah.
See, it's really cool because we started on a talk about Overwatch and what is needed to win it, and we end up in very philosophical, very deep territory about things that like might affect everything. everything you believe and how you act and how you will talk maybe to that person next time.
Oh yeah.
That's why the topic really doesn't matter. It's about epistemology and how we think. And I just find it so, I don't know, so cool. I just like to talk about it.
It's not just cool. That's how life is.
Yeah.
Can't be 100% sure about anything.
Yeah, but we often don't take the time to talk about it. At least not as often as we would like. I think it's still a fringe kind of talk, and I would like to democratize it a bit. So
Oh, okay.
thank you for your help in that. The more happens, the more normal it will be. Listen, what do you say we stop it for now and maybe take some time to think about all of this, and we could do another one. Like I would love to do another video. Wow, 3 weeks later, it comes back with a completely different takes on it. Or maybe you find better reasons. You've lowered or increased your confidence. Well, you are 100, so hard to increase, but I mean, see.
Still
See
thinking
where
that it's experience. Let's say we're now we're still at my point.
Mhm.
Strategy is way more important than aim. I'll still be winning games. So that's the proof for me.
Okay, you do something and you win games.
So
That's all.
how would that change?
If you stop winning games while still doing the same thing, would you start considering that maybe you're wrong?
Okay.
I mean, it's not a. It's just asking. You might say yes or no.
That's a question.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of
Well,
rhetorical questions.
That's what I actually think. It's experience. So I'll be proved wrong if I lose. That's how it is.
Do you think you could have lost for other reasons than the this being false? Like, could you still be right about it's about strategy? You play according to strategy, but you still lose because of something else. Is that possible?
Do you mean that now I'm starting to lose?
No. Oh, so sorry. Maybe it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish your sentence.
No, that's a question.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like, I lost myself. Is it possible that you are correct about this, but somehow you lose because of something else? Like it's still mostly about strategy, but something else. I don't know what makes you lose. Is that possible?
Could be, but I would know because now I'm losing. I'm still doing what I believe it's right. So I would start like searching. If I find it, if I find the problem that makes me like lose the games, try to solve it. If I don't find it, maybe I'll end up disbelieving in my idea.
Okay. And what about the opposite?
Yeah.
Is it possible that you play a lot on strategy and you win, but actually something else made you win? It's not about the strategy. Maybe it was your username.
It could be, could be. So I'll just be doing the same things I'm doing, not change anything.
What's the
If I
experience?
start losing, I would think that there is something that changed that made me lose.
Okay, so you keep doing whatever you're doing until you lose, and that's the point at which you start to wonder what else you could have changed. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we've talked for about an hour. It's going to be a pain to
Now,
review
oh,
and edit. I really think we should stop here now. And
that was
maybe
fast.
talk some other. Yeah, it really is. Time flies when
Yeah.
we're having fun. It was really an awesome talk. I like that you're passionate about
Yeah.
these issues as well. I hope you talk to your friend about stuff like this.
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
matter the topic.
100% will do.
And maybe watch my videos when I put them. I can send you the link if you want.
I will. Yeah, please do.
All right, so last words. Any questions from me before we leave? Or anything to add?
That's it.
Alright. Well, thank you again, and I love you as a friend, and I really hope to talk to you sometimes later.
Yeah,
Not that
yeah,
far away.
sure.